Welcome to Climate Confusion. Can marketing become planet positive? This question is particularly relevant given that marketing has been mostly perceived to be part of the problem, driving overconsumption and waste. We believe that marketing has an obligation to be part of the solution.
And I showed you what were some of the things that people believe to have high impact. These are the 5 actions that really provide high impact actions. So you'll see that there is a sharp disconnect, a sharp contrast between what people believe to have high impact versus what is in actual fact. There is definitely there's no overlap here at all, which really proves to show that people are indeed confused in this world of what they should be doing in terms of tackling climate change.
So what did you feel when we went through this material? Was it surprising to see this kind of stark contrast between reality and belief?
I think not surprising, but also a bit disturbing. I think confusion. I think there are 2 lines to it, and you kind of touched on both of them. I say confusions happened over time because what people now believe to be the most impactful individual actions to help fight climate change is what we were told were the most important individual actions to fight climate change 15 years ago.
In a nutshell, it's almost like we're in the middle of this kind of looming crisis, as you say. So the need feels that it's a bit like, just tell it like it is. Just be transparent, just kind of speak frankly about the crisis. But isn't that at odds with the marketing industry?
This was the big headline conclusion of my first book is stop the greenwash. And greenwash is just about making stuff that's normal look green. And it's about making yourself look greener than you are. And instead, let's be really radical. Let's innovate. Let's find new products, new services, new markets, be part of this new thriving green economy, and then make that normal for people.
So when we look at the sort of activists, they probably just want the marketing people to kind of stop selling things that people don't need. That just aggravates the situation even further. So is the answer to simply stop selling, or do you see sort of another way forward?
A lot of the things that we're facing today is just someone didn't think it through, or we just didn't have the science, or we just didn't have the knowledge. So we look about that and say, well, how do we set enabling conditions for change? We have a mechanism that we call the circle of denial. So we look at a situation, for example, like plastic bags, a simple one, hopefully everyone can relate to, and we see, okay, what does the government say? Obviously, government can always fix all the problems we feel, right? But of course, we need to set enabling conditions for them too. Then we look at what do the businesses say, what do the producers say, what are consumers saying? And then we really try to analyze, well, where do we break that circle of denial?
I think unless we make price at an inflection point, unless we bring access at an inflection point, unless we bring education and transparency at a point, we will be a few of us, the haves, talking to the few of us about the problem that the few of us have created. Some of the richest countries in the world are responsible for some of the after effects that are felt in some of the poorest countries in the world.
First of all, I want to thank the audience and also all the questions and comments from everybody. But most importantly, I want to thank Wishan, Mons, Rupen, Kim, Hedda, and John. It was really fascinating discussion, and I personally learned a lot.